the time of death, the soul relieves from the body, liberated from the physical body. So death, soul, and breath all are connected together. Death, soul, breath. If the breath stops, automatically the soul moves out of the body and we declare dead. So breath is connected to the soul. As long as the breath is there, soul dwells inside the body. The manas, the mind, it cannot be divided from the soul. When the soul goes out of the body, the mind also moves out of the body along with the soul and enters into some other body. So the mind, the soul, the breath are interconnected. The mind, the soul, the breath, all are interconnected. Okay, we keep it aside. So we have come to know that the breath is connected to the soul, the manas, the conscious. All the three is interconnected. Right. Breathing is the main this thing, ingredient in here. So normally persons where do they feel that the physical body they are breathing, they have a symptom, they develop symptom when they breathe. Where do they feel? Normal general persons, they feel that they are breathing. Where do they feel?
No, sir.
Huh? No, no. Only if you concentrate, then only you come to know. Either you meditate or you put your concentration on the particular nostril, then you come to know. Normally, without doing any concentration, simply by closing your eye, you observe it, some part of the body, you feel that breath is going on. Okay, anyway, I tell you, 99% of the human being, they feel in the chest only. That is why chest breathing, we say chest breathing. Lung breathing, we say chest breathing. Small babies, say below 5 years, where they do feel or where we see the part of the children body, the breath is
Abdomen.
pottu,
This abdomen.
abdomen area. So we say diaphragm breathing or abdominal breathing. Diaphragm breathing and abdominal breathing, almost all living creatures, including human, when they are young, when they grow old, why the abdominal breathing shifted into chest breathing? I told you already, diaphragm breathing. The diaphragm divides the lung and the stomach. It is in between the stomach and the lung. When we breathe, the diaphragm pushes down the stomach and gives an elaborate area so as to plenty air gets into the lung. It allows the lung to expand more. And when we exhale, it pulls up the chest to blow out, to breath out, to exhale the unwanted toxinated air outside. That is the duty of the diaphragm. Because of the bad eating habit and unwanted indisciplined way of eating more things in different times, automatically what happens there, the stomach, the wall of the stomach grows more and it doesn't find any other way to move then it pulls up the diaphragm and moves towards the chest. Lung. So when the muscles grow, what happens? The diaphragm goes up and stick to the end of the this thing ribs. So the movement of the diaphragm comes down, and the intake of the breath has come down. Normally, any human being, 70% of the breath is being consumed by the brain, and 30% is being given to the physical body. What happens when the movement of the diaphragm has come down? Automatically, the natural intake of the air has come down. Say around 30-40%, not even 50%. So, by inhaling only 30-40% air, we are able to do this much of this thing, miracles. When the real abdominal breathing is being done, we would have created plenty more of this thing, miracles. Why I am telling you abdominal breathing? Abdominal breathing sends more air, oxygen to the brain cells. So automatically the motor sensors, neuron cells, and some other this thing cells of the brain automatically become alive and active, and all the negative thoughts automatically comes down. The rajoguna automatically comes down. You see all yogis, their face glitter because of the more inhalation. They do pranayama, they do meditation, they consume more of prapancha shakti, cosmic energy. Although they have some disease, they will be able to bear it. Ordinary person cannot bear it. See Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he had a throat cancer. And Sri Ramana Maharshi, he had a cancer in the this thing, shoulder. They were able to bear it because of the yogic abhyasa. So once you start doing abdominal breathing, naturally your brain works in the proper way, positive way. No negative thoughts will come. You become more positive, more of good energy, more of oxygen, and more of prana shakti, prapancha shakti, more of panchabhutas. All these things will make you the brain work properly. Why the brain is working improperly means it is taking very less of oxygen and etc. Cosmic energy and prapancha shakti and panchabhutas. So once you start consuming the prapancha shakti more, prana shakti more, automatically your brain works in the positive direction. Unwanted negative thoughts started erasing. You know, people who are doing meditation and who are doing pranayama, raja yoga abhyasa, their character will be changed automatically. I want to